Hello, everybody. Look, it's like those models from the 80s with their windblown hair. It's a little bit hot. So I have the fan blowing on me. Sorry for the delay. All right. Hold on. I asked my assistant to share me out, but I was late, so she's looking for me. All right, I'm here. I'm going to give everyone a minute to find me. All right, this is going to be good. This is going to be good. You don't want to miss this. If you are in direct sales, I want you to smash that invite button and get your team here. Your team, your former team, people that you want to be on your team. So I have over, can you all believe this, 35 years of sales and business experience, 21 years in direct sales. So I know a little bit about what I am talking about here. So I want to share some insights with you, okay? Let me know that you are here. Is the thought of coming across as a bother stalling you? Is it halting you? Is it causing this roller coaster of emotion? Is it causing you anxiety? So we are going to talk about that. So if you are new to me or a little refresher, my name is Erica and I am known as the queen of non-pushy selling. So rest assured, everything that I teach you is not going to come across in a pushy way. I'm also creator of the world-renowned 5-step blessing method of doing business. This is essentially having your ideal client, attracting your ideal client to you, presenting effectively, closing the sale. That is a term that means the money changes hands. Closing the sale fast, and you'll be selling 3 to 5 times as much as you had been. So do that math. If you've been selling $100 per person, you're going to sell $300 to $500 per person. What could that do for your bank account? What could that do for your family? You know, I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. So tonight, I really want to talk to you about, you know, something that I hear quite frequently in business, and that is that I don't want to be a bother. I don't want to bother anybody. I just want them to come to me. You know, I'm sure they'll reach out to me if they want something. Everyone knows what I sell. Have you ever thought about that? Okay. So the reason I want to talk about this is because I see women struggling every day with this. So what happens is year after year, you're buying your books for your company, you're buying your samples, you're putting your orders in, but the amount of paying clients that you have is not significantly increasing. Okay, not significantly increasing. So maybe you just are making enough money to cover your own expenses, meaning the books and the samples and things like that. Okay, maybe when you joined your company, you had these big dreams of this beautiful house on a hill with a pool and the fancy SUV in the garage, you know, paying off debt, sending your children to college, and you writing that check. And as the years went on, you're like, oh, you know what? Maybe I'm just going to do this as part-time. I'm too busy. Maybe I'll just start a different company. This one isn't working. Hello, Jill. She's in Alabama. I'm in Jamaica. You know, maybe you think to yourself, well, I'll just start another company because this one's too hard. So then you start another company, maybe another direct sales company, right? And what happens? Big, high dreams. You know, this is going to be different. You're going to get that house. You're going to take that trip. Maybe you're going to retire your husband. All these things are going to happen. And then what? This comes into play. And let's just identify it. Let's call it out. Fear of being a bother. Okay. You don't want to bother your friends, your family, your neighbors, the people at church, the people in your community, the people online. You don't want to be a bother. You just want them to somehow magically become your client. You have a relationship with them. They magically become your team member, and you've never said a word. Let me tell you something. That's not how it works, yo. All right. I'm just going to tell you the truth. That is not how it works. Now, every now and again, you may have somebody, some magical person who just finds your website and joins your team. But somebody planted that seed with them, and you really want more people to be joining your team, not these random people. So in 21 years of direct sales, I believe I've had one person who magically joined my team. And that was from a text. Actually, back then we didn't text, did we? So that was an enter form at the nail salon where she entered and she just wanted to join my team. So it does happen, but I never saw her again after that. Okay. So we want people to join our teams and be with us forever. Okay. And there's a way in which we can do this. If you ever felt like this, tell me, am I on the wrong here, or have you felt like this? Let me know in the comments below. As I said, I have this fan blowing on me, so my hair is like, I look like I'm in a shampoo commercial. I hope it's not distracting. It's a little distracting to me. Anybody else? All right. So let's talk about how can we just fix this today. You wanted that magic wand so bad for all those people to show up. I'm going to hand you a magic wand and I'm going to tell you how we are going to do this. If you want to build a business, you want to get out of debt, you want that beautiful house, you want that pool, you want that SUV, you want to retire your husband, you want to pay off the debt, you want to do all this, let me tell you how you're going to do it. Okay. A very simple way. You need to pre-qualify people and you only need to speak to people who are interested in your product or service. Okay. Therefore, I just erased it. You're never going to be a bother if you are talking to people who already want your product or service, right? Can you imagine? That's all they tell you exactly what they want. They want blonde hair. They want a pink lipstick. They want to lose weight. They want to grow 10 feet taller. They want this type of bra. They want to travel to this place. They told you exactly what they want. And all you do as their fairy godmother is show up and show them how you can help them to grow taller, lose weight, get the lipstick or whatever. Boom. They're so excited and so happy. Oh my goodness, somebody finally listened to them. Don't you think they're going to stay with you? Yes or no? Don't you think they're going to want to be your client if you're listening to them, if you're taking good care of them? People pay more money to get personalized service. People pay more money for consistency. People will pay more money if you solve the problem that they have. Okay, I can promise you that. I can absolutely promise you that. My Master Service to Sell Reboot is starting tomorrow. And that is one of the things that I talk about in their workbook. Tomorrow's intro, the following week, is about people will pay more money. And you're sitting on a whole lot of money and not cashing it in, guys. Okay, that's not smart businesswoman right there. So do you understand? If someone tells you exactly what they want and you serve them, you're never going to come across as pushy. What pushy is, or being a bother, you'll never be a bother if you're trying to give something, help someone with information that they asked for, okay? Where you become a bother and where you become pushy is if you keep asking someone, can I give you a sample? Can you come to this event? Can you do this? Can you do this? Can you do this? And they never said yes. Okay. So when I teach my 5-step blessing method and how it came about is because I truly never wanted to be bothering people. I never wanted to come across as pushy. Literally, I wanted people to come to my salon and I just wanted to know how I could help them. Did they want to get a massage? Did they want skincare? Did they want acrylic nails? Did they want silk nails? That's what we did back then, okay? What did they want? Did they want temporary nails for a wedding? Did they want a manicure? I just needed to know what they wanted, but I didn't want to ask them because if I asked them, that might be pushy or being a bother. And I also needed a moment. I needed a moment to pause. So whatever they said they wanted, I wanted to know, okay, all right, so this is what they want. They want a massage. They want to get the makeup and they want a set of nails for a wedding. Okay, so it's going to be about this much money. All right, so I could tell them this is the time it's going to take. This is what we can do today. And here's the color choices. I needed a moment to sit at my nail station and digest it. When I was in the weight loss industry, can you imagine if I just said to someone, oh, okay, so you're here because you want to lose 50 pounds. And they weren't. They were there because they needed to lose 10 pounds because that's what their surgeon said they needed to get their knees fixed. Can you imagine how I could have offended somebody by saying that? I had to use my blessing method back then. I needed them to tell me what they wanted, so I wasn't opening my mouth. As long as they could tell me they wanted to lose 10 pounds, okay, these are what their allergies are, all right, and I could tell them the time frame it would take, they were going to buy my program. You know why? Because I served them. I wasn't being a bother. And if you're in the weight loss industry, I really, really hope that you're not messaging anyone and going into their DMs and saying, hey, I've got a great new weight loss product, because that is hurtful. That is hurtful, people. Don't do that. And if your upline is teaching you to do that, tell her or him to call me. Because I will say, don't teach people to tell people that you've got a weight loss product. That hurts feelings. That's not good business. All right. So if you want to get over the fear of being a bother, simply serve others. Simply never talk about your products or services with someone unless they filled out a strategic survey with you. Those are my words and I stand by them. That is how I run all my businesses. I will not have a business consultation. I will not have a skincare consultation. I won't do anything regarding business unless you fill out my survey. Get this? If somebody doesn't want to fill out my survey, then I don't waste my time. This is how I run my business. I cannot serve someone unless they tell me what they're interested in. Does that make sense, guys? So you can magically make all those fears disappear if you simply have a strategic survey and you ask the person to fill it out. Now, if you're like, well, Erica, that sounds all great, but I'm too afraid to ask anyone to fill out my survey. Well, here it is. I never tell people to go chase anybody. You're not chasing anyone through a parking lot, through a department store, through the school, through the PTA, through church. They need to come into your space somehow. And I can teach you exactly the words that I've used to build a business and that many others have, so that it's never being a bother. And my friends, if somebody says, no, I don't want to fill out your survey, you say hallelujah silently. Don't say it out loud, okay? Whatever you do, don't say it out loud. Because that's the way God's protecting you from those people. They're not meant to be in your life. They're not interested. And my friend, wouldn't you want to know in advance before you gave someone a goodie bag, gave them a sample, gave them a book, put them on your email list, did all of this and invested all of this energy when they weren't interested? I know I would. I don't want to waste any time spending money on that part of my business if the person is not interested. So has anyone experienced what I'm talking about? Have you ever gone up to someone and said, hey, I'm giving out goodie bags today in honor of women. Here's one for you. And then you awkwardly ask for their email or their text message? To me, I couldn't do it. That would cause so much anxiety for me. I can't do that. To me, it was too weird for me to walk up to someone and say, here's something for you, but now I need your number. It didn't sit right with me. I couldn't do it. So I had to come up with a better way for me. Or I couldn't walk up to someone and say, oh my gosh, you look so sharp. And I'm looking for sharp women for my portfolio. Can I give you my business card? To me, I felt creepy. I tried it. I couldn't do it. I felt like I was a stalker or something. And then again, how do you go from, oh my gosh, you're so sharp, to here's my business card. Now I need your number. That's just too much. I couldn't do it. I could not do it. So now if I'm out and about and I have a chat with somebody, all natural, okay, and I want to see if they would like to do business with me for one of my businesses, I will ask them to fill out my survey. Now, of course, I've got scripts for all that, you know what I mean? And I will, I'll share those with you if you'd like, but I asked them to fill out my survey. And then when they do, we use a whole automation system where it automates them, sending them a link. And I have a quick 15-minute chit chat. We get them everything that they need. And then we keep those people on automation. We love on them through automation. That is my system. That is exactly what I teach. Isn't it way easier than worrying about if you're going to be a bother to someone at church and now you got to sit next to them the next Sunday? Isn't it better than worrying if you offended someone in the PTA? To me, it gives me peace of mind to know that I'm here just to serve. And I'm only focused on serving people who told me that they were interested. They said they would fill out my survey. So let me know, does that give anyone peace of mind? Did I use my magic wand? You know what? I had my little crown on and everything to wear today, because I was going to do my magic wand thing. I unpacked one of my magic wands. They're in the garage. So, I just got all my stuff shipped here. So next time I'll have them on. So I'm getting some comments. Oh, yes, to give you peace of mind. I'm so happy to hear that. All right. So if you're like, Erica, well, I'm so glad that you're telling me all this, but I don't have a survey. All right. Well, surveys, it's a strategic approach. Okay. So it cannot just be what's your name? What's your email? What do you want? They don't know how you can serve them. So what I do is I've taken my 35 years, it's so hard to say that, 35 years of knowledge, right? And of psychology and marketing. And I can teach you exactly how to write a survey. It must be done in a strategic way to get to sell 3 to 5 times as much. And if you're looking to learn how, I'm happy to teach you my ways, I guess you would say, my ways. If you're interested, here is my Master Surveys to Sell. This is the best course that I have ever taught, to be honest with you. The reboot is starting tomorrow. It's okay if you cannot join live, because what happens is, so if you're watching and you previously took Master Surveys to Sell, say what's up, you get this free every single time I redo Master Surveys to Sell. I gift it to you. Sometimes we need a little refresher because we have a lot of people coming at us. We might have an upline. We might have other people coming at us saying, you should do this, you should do this. I'm a firm believer that you must have a strategy. You must have your daily mode of operation. You must know what to do every single day. And I provide you with that. I also teach you how to write your own survey. I also give you surveys, okay? So I will teach you how to pre-qualify to find out what they're interested in, weed out those who are not interested, how to create your effective questions. You must have strategic questions. How to book them, how to get people to book an appointment with you after they filled out the survey. I give you a Canva template of a pre-planned sheet that's going to help to guide you in case you ever get nervous when you're hosting an appointment or a party. It gives you the exact layout, tells you what to take from surveys and exactly what to focus on. Your appointments will be shorter. Your customers will be happy. Your family will be happy because you're spending less time on your business. So the pre-planned sheet, you get a Canva template, and I teach you how to do that. I also teach you how to hold the appointment. Like, what do you say? What is the opening? What is this? How do you say it? How do you tie in their survey so that you sell 3 to 5 times as much by serving? Surveys are for serving. We are not here to twist people's arm. We're not here to sell them a boatload of things that they don't need. I teach you how to hold a follow-up appointment. You're going to sell again 10 days later, believe it or not. Okay. I'm also going to give you my recruiting, how I went from one person to hundreds of people by the shift that I made. You'll also have access to my surveys to sell and feedback to close course. If you're like, this is all fine and dandy, just give me the survey now. In less than 1 hour, you can have your own survey. And there's also templates that are in there in the workbook that you can just upload them and tweak them. I also give you my blessing of the gift cards, how you're going to get 5 strategic referrals every single time. Have you ever had ask for referrals before and people give you names and then you're chasing them, trying to get them to book? You won't have that anymore. The blessing of the gift cards, the people are going to be so excited. They're going to redeem their gift card through a survey, and then they're going to put themselves on your calendar. No more chasing people, okay? So you have access to everything I just told you, plus the previous time I taught this course, all right? So here's a little video on it. You could go to mastersurveystoSell.com. It's $75 to get started and just make a $75 payment one time a month for 11 months. Or if you want to save over $200, it's $697 one time. Again, you are going to get every time I teach this course, you are going to have access. Now, I could have simply charged again, right? Each time. I know other people who do that, but I wanted to. This is the best course I've ever taught. I wanted to give you access because I know what happens. Sometimes we get a little distracted, life happens, and then we veer off course. I wanted to help you, bring you back, right? So Master Surveys to Sell, again, is starting tomorrow. You will have the access on your app. You'll have access in your portal. Okay. We have a Facebook group where you can ask me questions at any time. So I'm taking really good care of you. I hope that you will join me in this. The people who've taken it, they've loved it, and they're doing amazingly well. So here it is again for you. It hasn't been out for 2 years. Can you believe it? 2 years. Does anyone have any questions for me? Oh my gosh, Sheldon, that was so nice of you to say. Thank you very much. All right. So I hope to see all of you there. Again, it's Master Surveys to Sell. Master Surveys to Sell. Please type that in the chat. If you have any questions, if you're not sure if that's the right program for you, please direct message me. And, I'll be happy to chat with you, 15-minute chit chat, of course, after you fill out my business survey. So I know how to direct you into the right, point you, I should say, into the right direction. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Jill has typed that in the chat. I really, really appreciate it. And I hope to see many of you joining our great group of ladies. We are all together. Many of them are in direct sales, but also have other businesses. So we might be combining a couple of businesses on there. All right. See you later. Bye for now. Don't forget, smash that invite button and get your direct selling friends into the group Business Talk for Sales. See you soon, my friends. I appreciate it.